Yeah, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling law. Fuck around and you clap for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars, then it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash. Stacking my coin, stacking my coin.
It's the rundown, everything you need to know. It's the rundown, everything you need for show. It's the rundown, and I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show, who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts, there's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture, always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Staying forward with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise. Current events and trends, I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button. Share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Block. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Okay. Ready? Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
Shout out to my boy Crypto. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Block. Man, AI is correct. Shout out to AI. All the AI rappers out there in these streets. Absolutely insane. Welcome to the show. Hope everyone's doing well this morning. Let's get into it. We got a lot of flopping and groping going on right now. Back and forth so far. Not a good trading session for us. And it is because, let me bring this up really quickly. We're at a very critical support, or you could say resistance area for Bitcoin. I put in the Telegram, Bloodalytics Telegram room in Woo. I got you today. Everything will be sent over to you today to get you into the room. But I put in the room, let's see if I can bring this up. Let me first show you where we are in the market. So right now, we're a very critical resistance area. It's that 94, 93 area I told you guys we would go to, and guess what? We went to it, we saw it, we conquered it. And we're getting the back and forth. The bulls and bears are battling right now for this zone. I told you this would happen. I told you this was the next place to take a break. And I personally think roll over. Not even going to hold you up. I think this is a rollover type of situation. I don't know what happened on Bitfinex exchange, but they had a massive wick right there. Almost 2% wick on that candle at looks like 7 a.m. this morning. Not sure what happened there. Definitely would have wiped out a whole bunch of longs. But where do we go from here? I think we do take a breather and roll over. This has been a nice little rally we've had off the lows. Going back to December 31st, before the new year, the rally started and we're up 8%. We're up 7.3% for the year so far. Looking good, looking good. Shout out to the chat. Let's see who we got in the building. Hi, been in the house. No way that's AI. Yes, sir. AI in the building. Side hustling on Fiverr is cooked, bro. No lie, man. No lie. Like, I wonder what that market is looking like right now, bro. I truly wonder what that market is looking like over in Fiverr. All the Indians are scrambling right now. That's why they're buying silver. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're buying silver. It's not a laughing matter though. This is serious, constructive, not constructive. This is serious, um, structural is the word. Structural unemployment issues. Uh, no government, to my knowledge, across the globe has even attempted to tackle. Fiverr stock, I didn't even know they were publicly traded. Fiverr, thank you for this info, Voice Crypto. Shout out to Voice Crypto, always dropping the jewels. He said Fiverr stock is down 42% in the past 12 months.
Pretty blood. I thought you were street smart, bro.
God. So it is a positive momentum and start to the year for crypto, but that is not, ladies and gentlemen, the story we need to follow. The story we need to follow is silver. Okay, silver. And this is not even up to date. For gold, silver, AI, I had to go over to CNBC and get the real, and this is even delayed. But we did touch $80 on silver today, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for that. Insane. Why it doesn't have all-time high hit like they do for all the stocks and stuff. You know, on CNBC, they'll have a yellow box. I don't know why. Maybe because it's delayed. Not sure. But looking hella good over there on the silver side of things. And it really, to me, guys, is indicative of what's going on. This really should be concerning to people, to more people than it is. A lot of people are just excited to see us, you know, make these moves. We saw silver touch. I'm just looking at the trading view account. Yeah, it touched 80, 88, 80, 80 roughly on the COMEX. Silver's doing excellent today. If you got the parameter pack for silver from Bloodalytics, you are looking good today as well. You would have gone long this morning at 9 a.m. taking 50% of your profits right here, and we're still letting the rest ride. Still letting, I mean, this is a big comeback, guys. I mean, just last week we were touching $69 silver. That is a move off the low, and it was a double. It was a double head, inverted head and shoulders. I actually drew this. I didn't save it, but I mean, you look from the right shoulder, that's 13% in a commodity. 13%. Oh, it's not all-time high, because guess what? All-time high was $82, and that was on that Sunday before COMEX came through and slammed silver down. Hit us with the new margin requirements right at the start on Sunday, and that started the move down. So that's why we haven't seen an all-time high. I didn't know we got to 82. God, that's crazy. That's insane. I bought some new silver rounds last night. Oh man, first time buying rounds, like the coins, the round coins. I normally buy the silver bullion bars, but yeah, I bought some silver rounds. You're gonna be you're gonna crack up when you see these silver rounds that Crypto Blood got. So fitting, so fitting. I'll have to show you guys when they come in. So silver is really an indicator of a structural issue with the monetary system. Silver going ham like this is not a good thing per se. Do want to do a pulse check on MicroStrategy real quick before we get deep into the silver thing. MicroStrategy somehow, some way, they're back down. MNAV at 1.02 today. Must be because Bitcoin, I don't know why this would be going down right now. What would have to be the scenario for MNAV to go down when we have Bitcoin up? Would it be, so MNAV is basically, if MNAV goes negative, that means the holdings that strategy has is worth more than the stock. Okay, so if Bitcoin went up, but MicroStrategy stock did not go up at the same rate, then that would cause the MNAV to go down. That's what we have going on right now today, down 0.02%. We get to that one, guys, it is done data. It's a death, it's a spiral, it's a black hole, it's an event horizon moment. Well, not really, but I'm being a little extra, but you get what I'm saying. Like, kind of hard to raise money when your stock is, and your whole thesis is buy my stock because it's going to be worth more than you just holding Bitcoin. Well, if your own stock is worth less than holding Bitcoin, why would I give you money to hold Bitcoin? I could just go buy Bitcoin myself. Round of applause. I think it's an indication of war. When all else fails, they take you to war. Very true, Voice Crypto. Very true. Round of applause to Voice Crypto for that one. Definitely having war staged right now. That's without a shadow of a doubt. They have to distract you with war. Europe definitely been trying to do that with the Ukraine-Russia situation for a hot minute. Because there's nothing left in Europe. They've completely run Europe into the ground. European Union, done. It's going to go back to just separate countries. They never, if you watch and follow Martin Armstrong, he tells us they never should have left the debts from each country separate. It should have all been consolidated under one umbrella. That's the only way it's going to work. When you have countries with different bonds and debt instruments, it really means not, like being in the EU is just symbolic. It means absolutely nothing. It means absolutely nothing. So I think we have a situation where the EU is done. They know it. They have to distract us with some type of war. And then the U.S., I think, is more so a war. It's not really a war. They're preparing for a war. Meaning, I think Trump is literally trying to lock down the whole Western Hemisphere from the rooter to the tutor, from Greenland on down to South America. He trying to just make that all America. All of America. USA. That's what I think he's trying to do. Because he must know that China and Russia are clicking up. And if we can control the Western fully, this hemisphere, then it'll kind of be a buffer zone, a neutral zone for, less conflict, I guess. I don't know. Somebody help me out. But the only reason, that's the only reason I can think of that you would go into a sovereign country and kidnap the president and his wife. Like insane, bro. But don't forget, I'm into the woo-woo. So don't forget that our guy, Chris Bledsoe, 2026 prediction. Let's take a look at that. Let me see. Let me do it and pose it as a question. What's 2026 prediction? Still didn't come up with the AI. AI mode. All right, here we go. All right. So if you guys don't know who Chris Bledsoe is, he's the UFO guy that basically, and this is documented, this guy is able to summon the beings, the angels, the orbs, whatever you want to call them, at will. So much so that NASA came to visit him, CIA, all the three-letter agencies. They wanted to know what the hell and how this guy was able to do or is able to do what he's able to do. Well, Chris Bledsoe, he's the author of a book called, what's Chris Bledsoe's? Let's go check that out. It is called UFO of God. UFO of God. See if I can bring this up really quickly. I have not read this book, but gonna have to do that. I don't know why I haven't. I'll get it on Audible. Definitely get it on Audible. But UFO of God. I think I haven't read the book because I've heard his story so many times. It's like, why even get the book? But at any rate, very nice book. I've heard his story is phenomenal. I've heard his story so many times. Phenomenal story. But okay, so back to the situation. Chris Bledsoe said, and he's been, everything that he said, he's almost like the modern day Bob Lazar. Like, his stories check out. Every time they check out. Every time. Every freaking time. All right, we're getting a drop now. We're getting a drop right now with crypto. Let's see what we got going on really quickly before we talk about the Chris Bledsoe, because we are rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we're getting something going on. Flopping and groping all day. Bloodalytics, the Scalpalytics signal for Bitcoin. I told you guys, man, once you get your signal, first signal would have been a short at about 9:54 today. Then we would have turned around, went long right here at 10:20. Then we would have turned around and gone short here at 10:37. Finally, we finally get a freaking win. And hopefully, because we've broken this zone right here on this short, we've broken that channel that we've been in. I'm just going back and looking at other areas of support and resistance. We are at a kind of a somewhat support zone. We break through this, we can get down here. We can drop another. We could drop, let's see, I'm going back. Let me go back in time. Let me see. We could drop another, from over the weekend, we could drop another 1.5%. That would be my target. Another 1.5% on this short. It's possible. And that will take us to the peak or resistance area over the weekend. Just FYI. So hopefully that's what happens. We can make back our losses on this short here. From the flopping and groping, we've had one, two, three. No, two losses today during the US zone. But this should help make that up. Very similar pattern with Ethereum. First initial trade this morning would have been a short. Then we went long. Then we went short. And we're in the short right now on Ethereum. So hopefully this will, again, make up for the L's and then some. So you can take some money home to your wife this evening. Hopefully. She don't take it all. But back to Chris Bledsoe. So Chris Bledsoe, he made a prediction for this year, Easter of this year, 2026. Has predicted that there will be a world-changing event around Easter. According to his accounts and interpretations of the message from the Lady, a divine celestial entity he claims to communicate with, the prediction includes the following. Celestial alignment. The core of the prediction involves the red star, Regulus, in the constellation of Leo, aligning just before dawn within the gaze of the Great Sphinx of Giza. The message Bledsoe has shared that this alignment marks a period when a new knowledge shall come into the world. Nature of the event, he says here, while often discussing the context of a major event, Bledsoe generally describes it as a spiritual or conscious based shift rather than a physical catastrophe. Okay. He suggests it will be a time of intensified experience, which could be positive or negative depending on humanity's current path. Spiritual significance. He has referred to this era as the beginning of a new age. What the hell is going on? We got all these alerts going off. God dang. I hope you guys can't really hear that. I thought I muted the screen share. Hope you don't really hear that. That's, I know, can be annoying. So something is going to happen here. More so consciousness level around Easter of 26. It's going to be interesting to see. Hyben said, I know Bob Lazar, not in person. Listen, Bob Lazar lives here in Michigan, baby. How about that? How about that? Chris Bledsoe handler is Yakub. Who is that? Who is Yakub? Hey, that would be interesting. Mastermind says, I heard the Sphinx will open a new chamber with the knowledge of our true history. Interesting. But, okay. Let's say something like this happens, right? Where, without a shadow of a doubt, everyone sees it. It's on X, live stream. The fucking Sphinx opens up, does some diabolical move. What happens to financial markets? I think that's a negative for financial markets. I feel like that would cause panic. What do y'all think? Maybe not for precious metals, though. Maybe not for precious metals. People may flee all these digital assets and say, no, I need something that I need God's money. You know what I'm saying? I need Jesus in my life. Or either that or I'm gonna make you put the double desert eagles in your life. Like, I think people are really gonna panic and go towards silver and gold and just start stashing that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what happens to Bitcoin, to stocks, to bonds, if we have a scenario of some type of awakening. Do we have any more big years on the calendar like Y2K or I believe so. I believe the Mayan one was off, they say, and there was another civilization that said the 2012 was really like 2030 something or something. I don't know. Not sure. But Scalpalytics Pro, get over to bloodalytics.com right now and sign up. Woo, I got you right after this stream. I'll get you into the chat room. More parameter packs coming out as well for members. We got Moonalytics going. I keep forgetting about Moonalytics. Moonalytics is actually has been doing very well. It's a swing trading system based on lunar cycles. And we're dropping right now. We are definitely dropping. So let me bring up Moonalytics really quickly and see, because we had a new moon. We had a new moon on Bitcoin, or just period, and that was the catalyst for the move up, ironically enough. We go over to Moonalytics. You'll see the new moon right here that happened over the weekend, January 3rd. And we were on the way up. We took 50% of profits right here. And really it was a double long. And then another 25% here. So that's a nice move for that swing trade. Almost 5% move for Bitcoin on that trade for Moonalytics. So looking good. Scalpalytics Pro Bitcoin. We just took another so we did the 50% profit. Now we're still holding on to the rest of that. See what happens there. Looking good though so far on the Scalpalytics Pro signal. Let me just see one thing really quickly. Let's see. No, I had to hit him up afterwards. So yeah, man. I mean, I really just think we're in a very precarious situation, as Voice Crypto said. Seen silver do this, seen gold go crazy, but more so silver is an indication that war is on the way, or a serious financial collapse is imminent. DeepSeek promise. What's going on here? DeepSeek blew up markets a year ago. Why hasn't it done so since? Interesting. Oh, don't worry. If it's not DeepSeek, it's going to be another Chinese company that's going to come out and say, hey, all that shit that OpenAI has been doing, raising trillions and trillions of dollars, quadrillions of dollars just to do what we did for free. Basically, for fractions of a penny on that's coming. And that's going to pop the AI bubble. So watch out for that. There's a lot of risk. There's a lot of risk ahead of us in 2026. And that might be the reason why we're seeing precious metals run like this, man. So you guys got to let me know, though, who's going to win this race this year. We're going to have Mike from RTD on later this week, Thursday. We'll have Mike on from RTD, that is Rethinking the Dollar TV. So I want you guys to come and join me for that special guest. I think that's going to be a great stream. But you guys got to let me know, like, how do you feel? Because I'm a little conflicted. Like, I feel like Bitcoin is going to do in crypto are going to do pretty well this year, but I think you're going to see a move down before you see the move up. Personally, I do think we're going to see a move down before you see the move up in Bitcoin. So come join us in about literally 2 days, 47 hours. We'll be discussing this with the precious metal man himself from the D, baby, Mr. Mike from RTD. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. All right, so yeah, guys, you gotta let me know. Yo, them EV and China cars are hella nice. Exactly. That's why they won't allow. I thought we were land of the free markets, capitalism. I thought all that was no. We're not. We're not, because we don't allow Chinese EVs nowhere near the U.S. borders, because they know if you allow real competition, China will have their EVs here. It will cause Tesla to step its game up. It will cause all the big three to really, they're so far behind, they're going backwards. You got Ford coming out saying we're taking a $19 billion write down on the Ford Lightning, the F-150 Lightning. Yeah, BYD going crazy. Going crazy. So is BUY, which you guys should go sign up for right now. Link in the description below. I'm still holding on to the rest of this long from Ethereum from yesterday. If you guys don't recall, we went long yesterday at about let's see here. I think I ended up going long here at 12:30. Went long at 12:30 on Ethereum right here, and I've been nibbling off of this bad boy. Like I said, I've locked in almost a G, about $900 in this long trade. Scalpalytics Pro, Bloodalytics.com. Go check it out right now. And so, just to illustrate, we talked about this yesterday or over the weekend. Jason Lands, you know, you can do a time base. Like if you would have done a time base exit on your trades, because I suggest, and I'm just going to reiterate for people that may be new, when you sign up for Scalpalytics Pro, you will get a chart, this exact chart actually, and it will show you highlighted green areas and highlighted yellow areas. The green areas are your quality signal time zones. So that's basically New York. When 9:30 hits, start looking for trades. But I suggest, because this is designed to be a day trading signal or system, I suggest that you close out at 5 p.m. every night or every day, every evening. Just close out the rest of the trade. We would have taken 50% profits here, 25% here, 25% here, and you would have closed out right at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm just going to put a 5 p.m. line here so you can see that. That's close enough. Boom, you would have closed out right here. And missed all this flopping and groping that happened. This is why I tell you not to trade really after 5 o'clock every day. Because you start, this is where you lose all your gains. And then you start up again the next day. Around 9:30, 8 o'clock range, somewhere in there. I mean, you could have taken this 9 o'clock trade, double long on Ethereum today. But again, it's all up to you. I try to leave it as loose as possible, just in case you have some other system that you're merging Bloodalytics, or I should say Scalpalytics Pro with. But yeah, close out at 5 o'clock, or you can go with the dynamic version, which would have closed you out here, but you would have had to monitor this trade until about 7 o'clock this evening. You would have been able to see where the flip would have happened, though, so you could have put your stop loss right below this line. But yeah, it's just easier to just have a time-based stop or exit and restart for the next day. All right. So yeah, I should have closed out of this short, this long, and I'm going to close out the rest of this now, actually, while I'm here. This shit is dropping. All right, so locked in on that trade, another G from yesterday's trading. Hey, man, that's good money in my book. We're dropping, and we're dropping fast. As you guys can see here, Scalpalytics Pro just took a S-chicken on that Ethereum short that we're in right now. So take 50% of your profits on that. Right now, we do this live, ladies and gentlemen. We do this live. Silver going crazy right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my lord. And this is the, I don't even have it, I gotta actually set up for live and not delayed data. We're starting to push forward towards all-time highs again in silver. We'll see what happens there. But look at that. Gave you the signal to take 50% of your profits off this trade, and guess what? So did the rest of the market. Bounced right off of that signal. You saw it live. Scalpalytics Pro. Bloodalytics.com, ladies and gentlemen. Go check it out right now and sign up before prices go up again. I'm just saying. I had someone sign up 2 days ago, and I'm like, dang, man, if you only knew, you could have got it at $45.99, or yeah, $45.99, $44.99. Prices will be going up. The more, you got to blame the Feds. Every time the Fed drops interest rate, Bloodalytics goes up. That's going to be your indicator. So you better get in where you fit in right now. All right. That's it, though, for today, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, share this stream, and follow me on X, YouTube, and, of course, Kick. I'm streaming over on Kick. Go follow Bloodalytics X page. It's just at Bloodalytics. Definitely go follow us over there. We'll be dropping more stuff on that as well. And, of course, don't forget Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. We'll have my guy from the D come in and check us out. Talk about silver. Talk about crypto. It's not a debate. I know Voice Crypto said that in the chat room the other night. It's not a debate. I just want to kind of get a pulse from Mike and see how he feels about things. So go check his channel out too. He gets great content. All right, that's it though for today, ladies and gents. Hit the like button again, share this stream, and I will check y'all tomorrow. Holla.
Well, no gin on the beat. It's the rundown. Everything you need to know. It's the rundown. Everything you need for show. It's the rundown. And I ain't even capping on this. Crypto blood covering every topic on this. Welcome to the show. Who didn't let me go? Breaking down the facts. There's more you need to know. Crypto politics and culture always keep it real. Teaching you the truth, showing you how I feel. Staying forward with me, and I break it down with ease. Every single day, bringing expertise, current events and trends I analyze with care. Knowledge is the power that we all can share. Yeah, y'all, hit that like button, share the stream, and join the team. And you already know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga Crypto Blood.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.